Giving me an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joanne Powell Show. I am Joanne. We're coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com, Hollywood. We have a very exciting show. It's Black History Month, and we've got a lot to cover about what's going on Capitol Hill. We are in week 3 of President Trump's first 100 days in office, and there continues to be a lot of backlash and conflict over his travel ban. Actually, lawyers had a legal showdown on Tuesday regarding the fate of that travel ban. The ban is being challenged in the federal appeals court. The court will determine whether or not the ban is constitutional. Take a look and listen. Three federal judges from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals questioned legal counsel from the Justice Department and Washington State. The hearing was by telephone Tuesday night, both sides defending their position regarding President Trump's travel ban.
Either you have the evidence presented in the record or you don't.
The Justice Department's position, President Trump has legal authority to impose a travel ban without court review, citing national security.
Are you arguing then that the president's decision in that regard is unreviewable?
Yes.
Judge William Canby questions the Justice Department's logic.
Could the president simply say in the order, we're not going to let any Muslims in?
That's not what the order does here.
Could he do that? Could he do that?
That's not what the order does.
Would anybody be able to challenge that?
That's not what the order does here.
The Justice Department's attorney not sure if his argument is working.
I'm not sure I'm convincing the courts.
Judge Richard Clifton questioning Washington's claim the ban shows a direct intent to discriminate against Muslims.
I have trouble understanding why we're supposed to infer religious animus when, in fact, the vast majority of Muslims would not be affected as residents of those nations.
Your Honor, the case law from this court and the Supreme Court is very clear that to prove religious discrimination, we do not need to prove that this order harms only Muslims or that it harms every Muslim. We just need to prove that it was motivated in part by a desire to harm Muslims.
Do I have to believe everything you allege and say, well, that must be right? That's not the standard.
President Trump continues to defend his quickly implemented ban.
Some things are law, and I'm all in favor of that. And some things are common sense. This is common sense.
The president's Homeland Security Secretary told a House committee he regrets the way the order was rolled out.
I should have delayed it just a bit so that I could talk to members of Congress, particularly the leadership of committees like this, to prepare them for what was coming. Well, based on the hearing, many are speculating that they expect the appeals court to rule in favor of the current hold on that travel ban. There are a couple of options that President Trump has regarding what to do if he wants to implement the ban. He can have it rewritten so that it is in the confines of the Constitution. The other option he is also say that he is considering is appealing this case all the way up to the Supreme Court. We'll keep you posted on what happens on that. And the appeals court is expected to hand down its decision sometime this week. Well, Betsy DeVos has been named officially the Secretary of Education Secretary. This comes following a heated debate and discussion regarding her nomination, and actually was an historical event in the Senate. There was the first time ever when it's come to an appointment, a cabinet position, that the vice president had to make the deciding vote. It was split right down the middle, and when that happens, the vice president steps in and votes to break the tie. So it happened last night, and Betsy DeVos was named our secretary, our education secretary. Well, on the floor of the Senate, there is a lot of fireworks and a showdown of sorts between Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts and our Senate Majority Leader
Mitch McConnell. Basically what happened is that Warren was getting up to speak. They were debating Senator Jeff Sessions into his position. He's been nominated appointment for the U.S. Attorney General. She was actually getting up to during the debate to read a letter that was written by Coretta Scott King. She is the widow of slain civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. This was back when Sessions was being nominated for federal judge. She wrote the letter, so basically saying reasons why she did not think that it was a good idea for him to be appointed in a federal judge position. And as a result of that and other issues, he was not appointed to that position. So Senator Warren was getting up to read that to the body of the Senate, and it was basically she was stopped based on a Senate rule against impugning another senator. So because of that rule, you can't speak against a fellow senator. She basically was told that she had to step down, and she was barred from continuing her discussion or being able to read her letter. She did end up going on Facebook and doing it there, and she's been on several talk shows. If you've been watching the news, you've seen what she had to say. It's some considered an outrage and of how that she was treated regarding that, but definitely the controversy regarding this issue continues. We will watch that and a lot of other things that are coming on. There's a lot going on, of course, if you've been watching the news and what's been happening in the Senate. So it seems like there's not a moment that goes by where there isn't something that's happening. So this is the latest of what is happening on Capitol Hill. So definitely you want to stay tuned to what is going on there. We'll continue to give coverage on that. But this is Black History Month. When we come back, we have a very special story from the perspective of a young lady who started her connection with the civil rights movement and Dr. King when she was 5 years old. She was involved with the civil rights movement because of her parents and what was going on during the civil rights movement in Selma, Alabama. So when we come back, we will hear her story and find out the historical significance to something that she holds very near and dear to her. You are watching the Joanne Powell Show. We will be right back.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University LEAP program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the Day Scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the Day Scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.